rockets, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo! Tales of daring, do bad, and good DuckTales. Danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some DuckTales. Woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Tales of daring, do bad, and good DuckTales. Woo! Not ponytails or cotton tails, no DuckTales. Woo!
Yes, sir. Boxing. We talking boxing. B-Marsh Boxing back at it with another boxing video. Now, I might be a little late up on this story, you know what I mean? But it had to be done, you know? It's been a while since I made a DuckTales video. Like I said, I ain't just gonna call anybody a duck without sufficient proof. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure if I've had anybody who should be a candidate lately for DuckTales, you know what I mean? You check it because, 2021 just started. Some fights should be made. Some fights are what the fans are waiting for. And you never know. I could make a DuckTales video on Fighter A ducking Fighter B, and they might so happen to fight later on this year. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, what I do know is Josh Warrington from Leeds, UK. He looks like he don't want no parts of his mandatory, you know what I mean? Who's his mandatory? Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad's a guy that they actually fought before, I think about a year or two ago, okay? In a close split decision victory for the man, Josh Warrington. I personally had that fight a draw. I thought each guy won 6 rounds apiece, you know what I mean? But if I had to edge the victory to anybody that particular night, it would be Kid Galahad. But I don't think he did enough to snatch that IBF crown off of Josh Warrington. Split decision, you know what I mean? This was, I believe, Josh Warrington's second title defense. His first title defense was against Carl Frampton, and I knew he would win that fight. I definitely picked him to win that fight. A lot of people thought Carl Frampton would turn back the hands of time and get that W. I ain't see it happening. I thought this guy, Josh Warrington's a little bit too relentless for Carl Frampton. But why do I say this man's ducking him? I mean, ducking Kid Galahad, Josh Warrington. I think Josh Warrington's ducking Kid Galahad because he went to the extent of vacating his IBF strap in order not to face his mandatory. You know what I mean? I watched Kid Galahad go through a mandatory, a title eliminator versus, what's that guy's name? Is it Claudio Morero? Claudio Morero yes, Claudio Morero, okay? And he beat the shit out of Claudio Morero. Boy, worse than I've seen anybody do that to Claudio Morero at featherweight. You know what I'm saying? So Kid Galahad earned his shot for a second crack at that IBF strap. Let Josh Warrington tell it. He's going to blame all this confusion, the reason why he had to vacate his strap. He's going to blame it on Can Zoo, or as I call him here on my channel, Zoo Can. Okay? He's going to blame it all on Zucan or Kanzu, whatever you want to call him. The guy from China who holds a WBA Reggie belt, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, man. Every day seems like I'm talking about these Reggie titles. Yeah, boxing's in a bad place, man. You could blame them sanctioning bodies for fucking boxing up. WBC franchise titles, WBA regular, interim, blah, blah, blah. Whole clusterfuck of belts out there, and that's why these sanctioning bodies are giving fighters opportunities and reasons, excuses to duck each other. Now, how many straps does Josh Warrington has as of right now? He has absolutely none. Why wouldn't he face his mandatory? Get him out the way, and then go ahead and get fights with other title holders at the 126 pounds featherweight. Now, the reason he's blaming Zucan, Zucan wants to fight in front of a crowd. Zucan, and that's the reason why the fight hasn't been made. Zucan ain't trying to fight in front of no crowd. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be no reason for the man Josh Warrington to vacate his strap. To me, that's not even a unification. You know what I'm saying? Something sort of like that, what you call it? When Mikhail Kessler fought Carl Froch, and Carl Froch was holding a WBA Reggie belt when the real champion at WBA was Andre Ward. I don't count them type of as unifications. That's what we're not going to do. Now, if Zucan has been elevated to the super champion at 126 pounds, which I won't be mad at one bit, because Leo Santa Cruz, Leo Santa Cruz ain't want to fight anybody with a pulse at 126. He went up to 130 and got knocked out by Tank Davis. And he had previously won a title against a nobody at 130 pounds for a vacant WBA strap. There's no reason why Leo Santa Cruz should be holding on to a WBA 126-pound title. I hope he's not. I'm not looking at the rankings right now. Maybe I should while I do this video, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're not going to blame Zucan for Josh Warrington not wanting to step up and face anybody with a pulse at 126 pounds. Gay Russell been called him out. Gay Russell said he's a club fighter and he'll make easy work of him. You would think, what's his name? Josh Warrington would take those words and actually, be upset about what Gary Russell says and prove Gary Russell and everybody wrong, that he's not just a club fighter with 7 knockouts. I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Josh Warrington don't want no parts of the man, Gary Russell. All 2020, I was proposing Gary Russell, man, catch that flight with your family. Go ahead, go out there to Leeds, beat that man in his own backyard. Maybe Gary Russell and them contacted Josh Warrington and were willing to do just that. And Josh Warrington said, this is too much pressure. I got Kid Galahad. He's poking me in my ribs. He's a thorn on my side. And so is Gay Russell. I'm saying. So Zucan was the guy I wanted to face because he's easy work after beating Jesus Roja for that WBA Reggie belt. But Emmanuel Navarrete even moved up to 126 pounds. WBO. That's a possible unification. And Josh Warrington, I guess he didn't like those type of fights for him in the future. You know what I mean? What's he gonna do? So he's gonna stay at 126 pounds with no strap. Them straps give you leverage as far as negotiations. You know what I mean? As far as negotiating at the negotiation table. And now he has no strap. What's the incentive of Gary Russell Jr. even fighting this guy? Or Emmanuel Navarrete? Or even Zucan for that matter at this point. You know what I'm saying? So yes, Leo Santa Cruz is still the WBA champion at featherweight. What a disgrace. Disgusting. Shit, man. So yeah, man, Josh Warrington gotta get that duck sauce today, you know what I mean? He has to. It's only right. Who the hell is he fighting? I read an article, it said Josh Warrington versus Lara. I was like, huh? Lara 154. I went and clicked on the article. It's some guy from Mexico named Lara who we never heard of. And that's what he elected to do rather than face his mandatory. Now, he has fought the guy before. Is he motivated? He should be motivated to clearly, concisely, decisively beat this guy, Kid Galahad. Maybe he's not so confident he'll do that. Now he's with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn knows about Kid Galahad. You know what I'm saying? He's on his stable. Maybe Eddie Hearn advised the man, don't do it, Mo. Don't do it, Slim. Leave that man alone. Matter of fact, vacate that strap and 2021, I'll get you a better fight than any of these guys. Maybe that's the incentive that they proposed to the man, Josh Warrington, in order for him to vacate that strap. But all in all, it looks like a duck. It looks like a duck of everybody in the division who's a legitimate title holder, but more specifically, ducking Kid Galahad. let Josh Warrington fans tell you, and Josh Warrington only got fans out of Leeds, you know what I mean? Let them tell you. They'll say Kid Galahad don't deserve it. He's a drug cheat. Yeah, okay, whatever. That's when I shut this video down. B-Marsh Boxing, let me know what y'all think about Josh Warrington having duck sauce on everything. He's the type of dude to put duck sauce on his motherfucking burrito. You know what I'm saying? Or his fish and chips in England. The man be putting duck sauce on everything because he's a legitimate ducker, ducking the man Kid Galahad. I don't care what nobody said. And if he can't get up for that fight, if it doesn't motivate him because he's fought him before and even fought him in the amateurs, that's his own problem. As what we've seen from the last fight, he ain't clearly beat that man. As a matter of fact, a lot of people thought Kid Galahad won that fight. So if he got no motivation to go avenge that victory and clearly beat him like Floyd Mayweather did Castillo or Floyd Mayweather did Maidana in the second fight, then Josh Warrington gets the duck sauce tape today. B-Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. I'm gone. Peace.